Yeah, now we're starting to see some EXP rates. This is looking more like it.
I did it. Oh, okay.
Like, all right, boys.
Okay. I
Got
don't,
it figured out.
yeah, I don't even want to do it now. I'm live. Okie dokie. So. So Andrew Schulz just, well, okay, let me start from the beginning. So, about, I know the exact date actually, is November something. I thought I did, but it was November in 2022. I know that for sure, is when this was recorded. And I guess it went so poorly they never wanted to release it. And they used every excuse in the book why they didn't release it. Like, they said that they didn't release it because Steve Will Do It was in it, because he was banned on YouTube, so they didn't want to release it, so they didn't want to get in trouble, even though that's complete bullshit, because he was banned before this was even recorded, so... And then they also even mentioned this, and, like, I've watched the first part of this, they mentioned that, but... Anyway, so... Basically, it recorded, it went poorly, they weren't prepared. I guess, I don't know if they just didn't take Andrew Schulz seriously, or what, but I guess they didn't think they had to do much to prepare for him. They didn't have any questions in line, and obviously it offended Andrew because he came there to be on the podcast, and they were not ready for him in the slightest, so it's pretty funny. They finally released the full VOD because Andrew kind of called him out and was like, release the full VOD. So, and everybody wanted to see it anyway, so here we are. I'm excited. Let's get right into it. For those of you who don't know, this involves the Full Send podcast and Andrew Schulz, a very popular comedian. He has great specials, you should check him out. If you don't know who that is, but I'm sure you do. Let's get into it.
It's fucking here. It's finally time. We are releasing the most anticipated episode, maybe ever, of the Full Send podcast, the long lost episode with Schulz. We're here on Twitter because Steve's actually in this episode as well, and he cannot be on YouTube even if we blur his face. This episode was filmed November.
That's actual. And I can prove that that's actual bullshit within the first 5 minutes.
10th, 2022. So this was a fucking long ass time ago this episode was filmed, guys. But with this one, it was kind of, I think, our first time having a comedian on. We kind of wanted to treat it like our boys only episodes where it's our internals and we kind of just chill and fucking bro down and like talk about whatever's going on in the world. And we thought that would be a good way to do Schulz. We saw his video and I guess he felt like we were asking him generic questions or like we didn't know anything about him, which I understand his point of view. And guys, I'm not claiming to be the fucking next Larry King or fucking Joe Rogan. I've never claimed to be the best podcast. Know anything about him, which I understand his point of view. And guys, I'm not claiming to be the...
So, originally, I'm pretty sure they said that, they had claimed that they didn't release it because Andrew didn't want it released, which is the truth, but they made it seem like they didn't want it released because of personal reasons, like he just, I don't know, just didn't want it out for whatever reason, and they respected his wishes. When in reality, he just didn't want it out because it was dog water. Like, it was actual ass. Like, it was bad. And he just didn't think, he thought it was so boring that nobody would want to watch it. Even though it ended up being probably one of the most entertaining episodes of this podcast, because this podcast isn't very eventful. And Andrew, at the end of the day, is a comedian. Even if you give him literally zero to work with, he will make it entertaining. Which he was given absolutely zero with this interview. So
fucking next Larry King or fucking Joe Rogan. I've never claimed to be the best podcaster. This was 8 months ago, but even till this day, still, like, this whole podcast thing, we were kind of just having fun with it, and it got really huge, and we're always trying to get better at it. But with that being said, we've done so many different guests, huge guests. We've had Elon on. He sat with us for 4 hours, and he tweeted after and said he had a good...
right now, though? I wonder who else he's gonna mention.
Fucking time. Trump came on once and then literally told everyone around him, told Dana he had such a good time that we got him on again. We've had Shaq, like so many big names, and like this is our first time where a guest like didn't enjoy themselves on the podcast, which honestly it sucks for me to like hear that because we obviously want.
That's true. You have no idea. Any other guest could have been being nice. Just because Trump was on there twice doesn't mean that it's a stable environment for your guests usually because Trump liked it. That's not a very good stepping point. It's not a great example.
Want every guest to have a good time, and we definitely we were excited to have Schulz on. I think he's fucking hilarious. He's obviously a legend. Now we've seen Schulz said in his video that he didn't want to put the episode out because he thought it was so bad. That's what he originally told me. I was kind of the one pushing to release it because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Then why did you say, though? I guess he never really said, but he was very non-specific as to why they never put it out in the first place. They all were.
And I think you guys will find it entertaining, regardless if it's bad or not. It's fucking hilarious. It's a fucking podcast. Like, it's not that fucking serious to me. And then Steiny didn't want it out because Schulz went fucking LaFlame on him. I do feel a little bad for Steiny because I saw Schulz say that he thought Steiny was trying to troll him, and I don't think Steiny was trying to troll him at all. I actually think Steiny was trying his genuine...
I'm sorry, I keep pausing. It's just... This was like, why did you need this intro? You didn't need this intro. I guess for context, but anybody that's watching this like me, I already have the context. I guess you're trying to, morph it as much as possible before putting it out, which I get, but it's still like, man, I don't know. If you're gonna put it out, just put it out. You don't need, the puff piece beforehand. You don't need to be your own manager, your own, it's unnecessary. Especially because, shouldn't Steiny be doing this? I know it's he's the main host or whatever. Sorry. I know that he's the main host or whatever, but I really feel like Steiny should be the one giving us this PSA beforehand, considering, he was, him and Andrew are the one, had the point of contention, so... This just seems like he's just buffing. He's just, trying to, cushion the blow. But you're posting it anyway, dude. I would just not.
Genuine best to help keep the podcast going. He did get roasted pretty hard by Schulz, but I think he was trying his best, honestly. After Schulz saw us talk about it, we were talking in a group chat literally about doing it, and then I saw him just post on his story say release the pod. So I was like, okay, I thought we were reshooting it, but I guess we're not. I guess we're releasing it. I wanted to release it the whole time. I never gave two fucking shits if it came out or not. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think you guys will love it. Schulz says it's our worst podcast, but I think it's our best. I'm claiming this right now. It's the best Full Send podcast episode ever. You guys let me know what you think. It's fucking entertaining. Schulz, I think we got to run it back after this one. We have to.
Shut
The people want it.
Up.
I don't know. Life is fucking...
Weird fucking reach, dude. He is never gonna go back on there. If Andrew Schulz is as smart as I think he is, he's never gonna go back on that podcast. He's gonna ride this wave while it's happening on his own shit, but he's not gonna go back there. If he does, it's just gonna be to fuck with Steiny some more, and I don't think he's that kind of person. I don't think he wants to do that. What is he gonna gain from that? Absolutely nothing. I mean, I just don't see that happening. It seems like a weird reach to just try to, like, he's probably just trying to make amends or whatever. Like, bro, we gotta do this. You know what I'm saying, bro? You get it. Dog, you totally get it, though. Like, we'll do this again. Like, it's not that big of a deal, though, bro. Because, like, I'm not mad about it. So, like, you shouldn't be mad about it. And we can just be bros and make contact. Sorry, that was so cringy. But that's what I see when I look at this. It's like, don't worry about it, bro. But that's kind of like their whole thing, isn't it? Like, they're just very, I don't know, dude bro, I guess. They're very frat boy-esque. Frat boy in their 40s type vibe. Late 20s, whatever.
Stupid, man. Let's get into it, boys. Holy, hour drive. I gotta take a fucking leak. Everything good? For sure.
My man does not have a very Brazilian bladder. An hour, dude? I go to work, it's like 9 without peeing. I don't want to go anywhere but home, though, I guess. So it's just me. But how much is my man drinking?
Well, I've got
Andrew.
26 more
Andrew Schulz.
All right, here we are, New York City. Steve, you want to put the mic in front of you?
Sure.
Got a huge fill-in. Brad's not here, so episode's not going to be all about him.
So, I forgot to say something, but he literally says, we just watched it, around this mark.
But with that being said, we've done so many if we blur his face. This episode was filmed. Alright boys, it's fucking here. It's finally time. We are releasing the most anticipated episode, maybe ever, of the Full Send podcast, the long lost episode with Schulz. We're here on Twitter because Steve's actually in this episode as well, and he cannot be on YouTube even if we blur his face. This
Podcast was
Holy, hour drive. I gotta take a fucking leak. Everything good? For sure. Andrew, nice to meet you.
Who's that?
because when I sit there and I don't have anything to do, I just drop down to the floor and do push-ups. So.
Who is this? Who is this? Full face, who is this? Why even say that if you're just gonna contradict yourself literally within the first 5 minutes? Why? I don't even get the point of leaving that in.
U.S.
Basically, I showed up late to
Okay.
Ferrari World. We're in Abu
I wasn't
Dhabi,
I
there,
have
so yeah.
seen.
and there's a huge argument
I
going
watched
on,
without you
and the
guys, I'm
camera's
sorry.
out, so I'm like,
I have seen.
this
like,
is
up to
funny.
here.
Like, Brad's freaking out.
I can basically just tell you what's going on. So, from what I understand, Brad is someone that Andrew knows. Outside of this, he's one of the reasons Andrew came on the podcast. One of the main reasons is because they're friends. Brad couldn't be on this episode. He's the other co-host. Currently, Steve is filling in for him. And, like, not even joking. Here. Until Andrew comes in. When does Andrew come in? When does Andrew come in? There he is. Okay, literally until this mark, I'm not even joking, they're talking shit about Brad and how cheap he is. We can watch it if you want to. It's just kind of sad. Like, they're honestly, like, supposed to be friends with this guy, and they're acting like he's a piece of shit. And he's literally one of the hosts on this podcast. He was here the week before. He was here the week after. And they are literally talking shit about him, like they fucking hate him. Like, it's crazy. And even later on, from clips that I've seen, Andrew, like, looks around at him and he's like, are you guys, like, friends? And they're like, yeah. He's like, I don't know, just the vibes are weird. Because, like, they don't act like friends. Like, I understand, like, boys shit on each other or whatever. Like, I do that with my friends. We give each other shit, we give each other hell. But this is different. This is like, this is like legitimately just shitting on him. So, again, we can watch it. I might speed it up though. Do 1.5. Because it's like just a bunch of like negative shit for like a hot minute.
Now, and so
Was
Brad
he
had
actually pissed though?
Yeah, he was
Yes.
like pressing me like
he called out Steve and was like, "Where's my fucking money?" And I thought, "Yo, this
give
is for the
Jacob.
camera."
He's like, give Jacob $100
But was he
right
kidding
now.
or was he actually
He was
mad?
so
He was
pissed.
Because you can
serious.
tell when Brad's actually mad
He's like
because his eyes
pissed.
are like he's like looking down and shit like
And his
this.
veins are coming out.
But he's like being the bully, like using his size, like
Yeah.
give him $100 right now. And I was in shock.
Did you call him out?
What did I say? I forgot
You're
exactly
like,
what I
dude,
said.
you know how much fucking money I've spent on you and your filmer, which is true.
Yeah, I was like, I spend more money on Jacob than you do. I've
Probably
spent
hundreds of
so much
thousands.
money just in general. I'll give you the $100, but this
You can
is
come in
like
whenever, too, if you
insane.
wanna tell him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
So did you tell him like, yo, bro, I paid for so much of your shit? Like, why are
Yeah.
you pressing me over $100?
And then
And what'd he say?
He was fired up. When that guy gets heated, he stays in that heated.
What'd he say? What?
Steve isn't really bad in this. Like, he engages in it, but he's the only one. He's the only one. He says it around when Andrew, like, before Andrew gets there. He's the only one that says it. But he says, he says, I would say this, and to Brad. Anything that I say right now, I would say to his face. And everybody else, especially Stymie, is like, oh god, I wouldn't. Like, dude, what if this episode went well and got released? Like, just the first 5 minutes alone, you're completely destroying relationships that are pivotal to the podcast. I don't get it. But let the negativity ensue.
What's the response to that?
Do you
though?
remember the response? I know he didn't make me give the $100 after, but it was just crazy because it's like he wanted to like beat me up for over $100.
Brad brought me McDonald's breakfast in Abu Dhabi once.
No way.
I swear to God.
free of charge.
I was surprised.
That's
I
crazy.
kind of wanted to test him though, because like we were both standing there, and then like I just kind of waited it out, and I made him pay for breakfast.
No, he's insane.
It was pretty
What
dope.
it was like
He bought
waiting.
me, he
who
bought me an
pays?
egg McMuffin.
What?
Oh
It was
my
like
God.
$6.
You're taking the biggest win out of anybody.
I know.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, right. Venmo request is coming. But yeah. So we got Andrew Schulz today. You know,
Brad
him?
is cheap as fuck though. That's
He's the
fun.
cheapest.
I can't, like, he goes to dinner with us. Like, you weren't there, but Red Rock, and him and his editor get steak dinners. And he expects that I pay for it.
I want to see his.
Like, it's like crazy that he even chips in for his filmer. It's
I
pretty
want to see
crazy.
how his ordering changes.
Do you ever
if
just
he
look at
pays.
him though and just be like, yo, let's chop it up?
Yeah, right. No.
I mean,
Like that's what you got to do though. Like we all take turns grabbing the bill and shit, and I feel like we're fair. But if someone's
Well,
like
that's how
not
we-
grabbing the bill ever, like
I
you
got
got
the
to be
bill in
like, yo,
Abu
let's
Dhabi.
chop it up.
I'm just so used to, like, Brad is rich. Like,
He's-
I'm just so used to, like, all my friends that have money and just like, okay, you got it, I got it. Just
Yeah.
no one.
What goes around comes around.
It's just how it
Yeah.
goes. So it's
That's,
like,
that's when you're. But that's when with
But
your
I will
boys.
do that if I notice that someone's like not paying all the time or they're like taking advantage of me. Then I'll be like, yo, I won't grab the bill. Like I will just be like, yo, I'm chopping it. Like let's chop it up.
Have you had to do that before?
It's not like nothing serious, but I do it when it's necessary because like you don't want to be taken advantage of. I
Yo.
feel right.
yeah. So then I text him after. It's like,
Yo, put the mic in front of you.
and I text him after, like, I really don't appreciate you coming at me like that. Like, don't do that again. I've spent more money on you than your own parents, and more money on Jacob than
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
will
expose
ever.
Brad real quick. I'm gonna expose him.
We're doing.
gonna expose him
Everyone's
real
gonna
quick.
be like, why are we doing this? The one episode he's not.
No,
here?
I'm really scared. This isn't going out soon, right?
Well, no,
Next week?
if
This
he
is
has
going out.
he
This
has
is going out next.
he has my watch. I left it at his place, and I'm seriously I haven't gotten it back for 3 weeks. I think he's stealing it, but
He probably is.
we went.
Okie dokie. Is this their, like, official channel? I'm curious. I think this is their channel. Like, this is, like, their clips channel. So the whole shit was Steve. They posted this. They posted this shit.
Like, don't do
on
that
their
again.
Clips channel. I just want to be sure that this is their channel, not like a fan re-upload. But there he is. He's right there, my guy. And this seems to be their channel, like official clips channel. So, what's the deal? They can use the excuse, well, we didn't want to post it to our main because Steve's in it. But you posted it to your Clips channel. Like the full VOD to your Clips channel. With the Twitter, like, intro. I'm just confused.
Spent more money on you than your own parents.
Also,
And
they're
more
just
money
kind of being dicks right now. But
on Jacob than
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
will
expose
ever.
Brad real quick. I'm gonna expose him.
We're doing
gonna
it.
expose him
Everyone's
real
gonna
quick.
be like, "Why are we doing this? The one episode he's not here."
No, I'm really scared. This isn't going out soon, right?
Well, no, if
this
Brad
is
has-
going out.
he
This
has-
is going out next.
He has my watch. I left it at his place, and I'm seriously, I haven't gotten it back for 3 weeks. I think he's stealing it, but
He probably is.
we went to Vegas one time, and we were on a party bus, and we were filming, and we had a couple strippers, and Steve threw probably like 2K once, and we go to his house a week later, and we got off the party bus before him. There's ones everywhere. We go to the house a week later, and in the corner, there's 2 fucking plastic bags filled with ones, and we're like, "Yo, what the fuck is that from?" And Jacob just starts kind of shaking his head, and I'm like, "Did you guys pick those up from the party bus?" Because we like left them as a tip for the driver. So we stayed back and picked up all the ones.
Do you think he made Jacob do that, or he did it
think-
himself?
He was like, "Yo, fuck this," and they both were picking up.
Here's what I think. I think that's a fucked up story to mention, just in general. It's very personal. It's obvious that, like, if you're friends with somebody, you don't want that kind of shit being spread. Secondly, they're all dicks in that scenario. Just, like, as someone who's been a server that has relied on tips for main income before, they're all fucking pieces of shit. Don't just, why are you, I mean, I'm sure he's used to it, but wouldn't the nice thing to do would be to pick up the ones and then give them directly to the driver rather than, like, leaving them all over the floor of the bus? Maybe, like, clean up your mess and then tip him. Also, like, maybe, like, give him, like, an actual tip and not, like, the leftover stripper money. Maybe, like, give those girls a tip, like a good tip, make sure they get all their money, and then give the party bus driver a good tip. That'd be, like, the responsible thing to do, but it's obvious that they have no sense of what that means, so.
Him up, and they're just sitting in his living room. And you remember this? He's like, "Yo, I meant to give them back to you, bro. I
That's
got them
savage.
because I didn't want you to throw them."
No, I remember him returning.
Not paying all the time, or they're like taking advantage of me, then I'll be like, "Yo, I won't. Like, that's what you got to do, though. Like we all take turns grabbing the bill and shit. And
We go to his house a week later, and we got off the party bus before him. There's ones everywhere. We go to the house a week later, and in the corner, there's 2 fucking plastic bags filled with.
I'd be saying this right now. I'm not just saying it.
Okay, if he was here, I would not be saying any of this.
No,
his only response is, "I have Apple Pay."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
That's his only response, bro.
And
Rocky or Joggers was like made to lose your wallet. I've lost my wallet from them before, but
but yeah, I haven't talked to him since then. So
So you guys aren't cool right now?
no, we're cool. It just rubbed me the wrong way. It was
Yeah,
just
that is
like,
dust.
It's
I
just
mean,
like
I would love to see his response to that.
it just
Like
really,
why he
well,
asked
no, his
you for
response.
$100.
No, he was just pissed off that Jacob wasn't able to get the camera in and took it out on me. But it's like
I mean, you
you
could
gotta have some common
Ah.
sense coming after me
You could
for
release the
$100.
beast.
What'd you say?
release the beast. Put him in a group chat with Mary Beth.
I think someone told my mom. I told someone. I think they told my mom.
Yeah, well, he has no idea what's going on.
Let's go.
What's good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I've been trying to do this for a minute, eh?
Yeah, I know, right?
Andrew Schulz.
Is this your
man.
spot or something?
Are we going?
Like, what
Yeah, we're going.
is going on? Why were they just, like, doing shit without Andrew for a while? Was that normal? I don't watch this podcast. I don't know if that's normal or not. Oh well. It just seems weird when, like, he's the guest to do, like, that shit on the other co-host for 5 minutes before the guest comes on.
I know Cole, man. I didn't set this up. You guys did, but obviously, but Cole owns this place.
So what's good? Where'd you come from?
I live down the block.
Where are we? Lower East Side?
Well, yeah, we're in or Soho. They call this area.
You lived here your whole life?
Nah, I grew up in the East Village.
Now you're here with your wife?
Yeah, my wife and I live down in Soho. Is this
I just want to say
talk to me, man.
the infamous special was fantastic.
Oh, thank
It
you,
was so
brother.
good.
Thank you,
I
man.
bought it. I made sure to share it.
Oh, you left Baptist?
I know Cole, man. I didn't set this up. You guys did, but obviously, but Cole owns this place.
So what's good? Where'd you come from?
I live down the block.
Where are we? Lower East Side?
Well, yeah, we're in or Soho. They call this area.
You lived here your whole life?
Nah, I grew up in the East Village.
Now you're here with your wife?
Yeah, my wife and I live down in Soho. Is this shit?
I just want to say,
talk to me, man.
the infamous special was fantastic.
Oh, thank
It
you,
was
bro.
so good.
Thank you,
I
man.
bought it. I made sure to share it because
You
how
did
good
share
it was. It was incredible.
Thank you.
It really was.
Thank you, man.
Bro,
And-
the whole marketing.
Which wasn't a good idea. Did I record an intro for this? I don't know. I might have to record a new one. Oh. You can say what you want about Steve. He seems like he's the nicest one here. Like, hosting wise. Andrew's obviously nice, like, a really nice guy. But Steve seems like he's not a bad dude. I don't remember what he got banned for on YouTube. I don't know, probably for doing weird stuff. He's kind of a weird guy, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He seems like I don't know. He just doesn't seem like an awful person. I don't know what he got taken off of YouTube for, so don't quote me, I guess. But
Yeah, that shit was like
was
pretty
insane.
viral.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that like-
This shit worked out.
Was that like planned, or was that just like talk us through that? What happened with that?
Oh, you're saying like when they wanted to edit the jokes?
Because didn't you want to sell it?
Well,
So, like,
originally,
yeah.
originally it was with one of the streamers, and then they had some higher ups there had some issues with the jokes, and then they said that they want to cut the jokes, and then I didn't want to do that, and but I wasn't necessarily upset because I knew that story is like perfect, and everything is story.
Especially nowadays.
Oh.
Was that like planned, or was that just
I started over because I'm probably gonna have to cut my feet out of that.
like talk us through that? What happened with that?
Oh, you're saying like when they wanted to edit the jokes?
Because didn't you want to sell it?
Well,
like a-
originally,
yeah.
originally it was with one of the streamers, and then they had some higher ups there had some issues with the jokes, and then they said that they want to cut the jokes, and then I didn't want to do that, and but I wasn't necessarily upset because I knew that story is like perfect, and everything is story.
Especially nowadays, like I feel like that's
Yeah.
happening to fucking everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you able
yeah.
to say which ones you were like pitching it to?
No, because like the thing I learned about it was already with one, so they just were like, no, we can't do that. And that's the thing I learned about Hollywood is everybody's just trying to keep their job.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you realize that, like I used to think Hollywood was this. There was like a few people that would like come together every year, and they'd be like, all right,
We can't do this. We can't do this.
exactly. Like, everybody's trans now, and it's like that's not how it works. It basically is a bunch of people who are scared. They're not.
He fucking carries this. I think that's what he gets tired of. Like, he's the only one, like, giving anything. I mean, he's a seasoned comedian. He's really good at his job. So, his job is literally to riff like this, but they're giving him absolutely nothing. They're trying. They talked about his special. That was good. But other than that, they're not giving him jack shit.
Not going to be able to have their jobs anymore.
That's what I always say too.
So when you're terrified, you lean towards the safest thing, which is everybody. We accept everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? And yeah, once I understood that, I was like, oh, that's not that bad. These people got kids and shit.
Is there ever anything where you're like, yo, this is too far. I can't talk about this?
Maybe, but then I just find a way to talk about it. This is all how you talk about
Yeah.
it.
How do you decide that? I mean, that's something we deal with too, but it's interesting because
Yeah.
comedians kind of have this pass a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
of course
how
we
do
do.
you like decide what's too far?
It's
Just by your
play.
own- Yeah.
As long as you're playing, you get away with everything. That's how I feel. As long as it's playful. If you're standing on it, you're like, this is how I feel, then you're gonna get fucked and you gotta try to defend it. Like if Andrew Tate was like, I'm joking, I don't believe any of this shit, then
I don't think he was played in this interview. When he was given, Steiny or whatever his name is shit. Didn't think so. That's gone. I'm tired, dude. I probably should have picked another night to do this, but it came out yesterday. And I really wanted to watch it on stream. I'll turn it into a video.
Nobody would give a fuck. But he's like, I
But then it
do
wouldn't be
believe
as
this.
funny at the same time.
It wouldn't be as funny, and he wouldn't be able to make as much money. Right? So it's like, it's a very tricky thing where he's got to be like, I do believe this, but I'm also being hyperbolic.
We did a pod with him. We're gonna upload it tomorrow. But
Yeah.
he did admit, he said some of the shit he was joking.
Of course he's joking.
Yeah.
He's like a funny, like you can look at him and you're like, the way you're organizing these ideas, you're like kind of funny and you're thoughtful and like
Yeah.
he's not a dumb guy.
He's like a stand-up guy in the way.
Exactly. So it's like, but he can't call himself a comedian. He has to say I'm serious. And once you say you're serious about wild shit, then people go, okay, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with
Yeah.
comedians, like,
Isn't he kind of
look, we like to be
played.
played.
Like from speaking from someone who's from the future. I think Andrew Tate is like kind of trying to play everything off as a joke. Cause like now isn't he like doing that shit where he's like, I don't know, like defending trans women and stuff. Like, oh yeah, like he was like telling his bros like sexuality is a spectrum. Like, he's like becoming more PC. Probably just like to get out of hot water or whatever, but I think he's literally doing that now. Maybe not like to the fullest extent, but
Playful. Like human beings like to be playful and we like to play with shit that scares us. You know what I mean? Like fucking Halloween.
can I just say, completely irrelevant, I hate editing my videos because I hate the sound of my own voice. So I'll probably put this out really late because I don't want to listen to that shit. God awful. Can't imagine how it is for you guys.
It's just
I'm sorry. Genuinely, I am. I was gonna do like sorry, like sorry, but no, I actually
we're afraid of death.
genuinely am sorry.
And we're like, how do we play with it to get more comfortable with it?
I want to get your take on the
Yeah.
Nick Cannon. I don't know if you saw
Having
it.
children?
He had his 12th kid today.
Yeah.
His 11th one last week.
Yeah.
Do we know how many different baby mamas? Is it 12 different ones?
I don't know if it's 12 different ones, but either way, it's a shitload of kids.
Yeah.
So you think that's like a flex or is that a financial decision?
That is
Like,
how rich people flex now, though.
but that's 12
for
kids is
kids?
expensive.
Because that is.
Do you think
the
that's a
most-
pull-out problem, or
That
do you
is a
think?
flex.
It's
Like,
a super
yo, I
flex.
got
I could
Chad.
afford it. Like that's all we're thinking, right? We're going.
But I don't think he
"Goddamn."
can. 12 kids, child support's
I
expensive.
think child support cuts off after like 3.
Oh shit!
Does it?
Yeah, I think
That's
there's
a
some
life
weird
hack.
rules with that. Maybe Cali's different, but somebody could look that up. Someone way smarter than me, but I think it stops at a certain point.
But who do you flex? Yo, I got 12 kids too.
It's all over the
us,
gram and
we're
shit.
talking about it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes,
Like
you're right.
buying a Bugatti or whatever. It's like people got Bugattis that got nice watches, all that kind of shit. You buy that once, it's done. But like them kids, you gotta look after today.
Yeah, it's like $1 million at the very least for like raising your kids cheap on like bologna sandwiches in public school. It's like $1 million for 18 years. Like the overall like count for raising a kid from 0 to 18 is about $1 million. And I'm sure for Nick Cannon, he's like getting them like tiny little BMW like remote like little toy cars and shit to drive around in. So yeah, it's basically he's Andrew, of course, is right. That is a big old flexy poo. He's just flexing on his haters. He's like, I don't have a problem with Nick Cannon. He's had beef with a lot of people, I think, but I don't know why. I also don't know if any of that was real. I question, like, if everything in Hollywood's real, though. Like, when the Chris Rock, Will Smith, like, slap happened, I was like, was that, like, a stage slap? I literally thought that was, like, planned. But then I was like, if it was something else, like a less prestigious award show, maybe. But probably not the Oscars. Definitely not. I know now that it's real. I just questioned it for like a half a second because I feel like everything in Hollywood is staged to a certain extent. But no, not everything. Some of that shit is actually live and uncut. Like the Chris Rock slap.
They're 18. Like that's a super flex. Like you guys, how many kids you guys got?
None.
Broke boys.
How many you got?
None.
Broke boys.
We just broke in a restaurant. Nick Cannon got it.
But do you think that's a pull-out problem, or you think?
No, I think you get addicted to creating life. I want to have kids badly. My wife and I
Why
are trying to have
has he
kids.
said that twice?
So-
Is that like a joke he had lined up already or something? The pull-out joke? You think it's like a pull-out problem or what? He said that like 2 or 3 times. You think it's like a pull-out problem or what? I think it was like his like a setup for a joke he had planned and it just isn't panning out how he thought it was, so he just gave up on it.
What's holding that up?
Cum,
You can't produce right
cum and
now.
eggs. You know what I mean?
That's such a
Nah,
weird
bro.
question to ask. He's such a weird
I want to have kids badly.
interviewer. I would be pissed off talking to him too. Cause like these aren't like these are just like, why is that? Like he says something and then he's like, why so? Like that's literally it. Like watch.
My wife and I are trying to have kids. So yeah.
What's holding that up?
Cum,
You can't produce right
cum and
now.
eggs. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. We just started like a month
Nice.
or two. But yeah, who knows? I gotta get my shit checked out.
How long have you guys been married?
Almost a year.
What
How
if
does it?
one of them was having fertility problems? That's just such a weird question to ask.
Change the
Yeah.
relationship once you get married?
They don't really.
Yeah, do you recommend marriage? I guess you can't really say. You're
Yeah,
in
I
trouble,
do.
but
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I actually really do recommend marriage.
Well, you posted. He's
Are
on
you-
his
are you
9-year
married?
anniversary.
Are you guys married?
No.
9-year
Oh,
anniversary. He's with his
practically.
girl.
Yeah.
Why not just do it? I met your girl. She seems sweet. Do you not want to get married?
No, she doesn't.
You don't believe in it?
No, she does. No, we want to.
So then what's the holdup?
I mean, you're young still. See, what are you, 24?
24.
24.
Yeah.
But even if you get married and it doesn't work out, that's okay. You
No,
tried it.
I think it will work out. It's definitely something I want to do with her. So
Yeah.
I think just, I don't know. It will happen. It will happen.
Okay, good.
How'd
Yeah.
you propose to your
Excited.
wife?
Aw,
I just
that's sweet. He said, "Okay, good. That's sweet."
did it at this restaurant that she loves, and it was corny, and I
It's
fucked
probably
up the
romantic as
line.
fuck. Don't
It was
lie.
romantic, but I
You
fucked the
went
line.
hard on the
I-
man.
I went a little bit harder afterwards, but like on the proposal was just in a restaurant, and my boy was next to me. He'd been with his girl for 5 years. I've been with my girl for like 2 or 3,
2 years. That's it.
and I had to wait for him to leave because he was like, "Motherfucker, if you
years is it?
propose to your wife in front of my girl who I've been with for 5
Oh,
years,
shit.
Oh, shit.
she's gonna kill me." So I just let him leave. He finished eating at the restaurant, and then I said,
It's all right, bro.
"Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, marriage is cool, man. I should get married.
Talked about Mr. Beast about the prenup thing.
Yeah,
Was that like a thought for you, or
to get a prenup.
yeah?
Yeah, for sure, it's a thought.
Did you do it?
No,
Well, how do you go about that? It's a big gamble.
yeah, but that's marriage. I don't think you're married if you got a prenup.
No.
No,
No, it's about legally doing it.
no, it's about committing 100%.
What about in 10 years? Would you regret that if, like, God forbid?
Yeah, if God forbid it went, I'd be like, yeah, this is fucked up. But then that's the risk you take. But if you're going all in with somebody, and the idea is that you guys have this unit and you're going to build something together no matter what, and
Yeah.
you can't sign some paperwork that is basically assuming it's going to break down.
Very true.
You know, you guys don't have girls?
Not at the moment, nah.
No,
It's kinda, you know,
I mean, you're 38, right?
39.
39. We're a
Yeah.
little bit younger.
How old are you?
we're not that young. Though. I'm 28.
Yeah.
28.
Me too.
But you could have a girlfriend. You don't
We
have to, you know.
We got mains, but we're always on the road. It's like that NBA lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's a little tough.
God, that's so cringy. That is so fucking cringy. We got mains, but we live like the NBA lifestyle. It's disgusting. It's so gross. Who even fucking talks like that? I agree with Stymie. Not Stymie. I agree with Schulz that Stymie's playing some sort of character or something. He has to be. There's no. That's a real person. I don't understand how he has a platform. It's just, he's not interesting, and he's just cringy. I just don't really get it.
Yeah.
You can't stay loyal. There's problems.
NBA.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
You
When a
think
player's
of
on the
yourself
road-
like an NBA player, right?
Well, when they're on the
Yeah.
road
Look
and
in
you
the
got
mirror.
chicks, I don't know, you go to different cities.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me you have an IUD, then I'm nutting it.
I'm glad his boys are giving him shit about it too. Makes me feel better. I'm not the only one that thinks that shit's cringy.
Just
You.
letting it rock.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is
You
that a
don't-
bad take, you think?
What if they got an IUD?
If they say, yo, I got an IUD and you just let it fly?
NBA.
do you? Yeah, you fucking like an NBA player.
I'll pay for it. Yeah. I don't care. It's just whatever. You can go ahead and shut this internet off, and I'll just go get it whenever I have to. What's wrong? Want me to roll them up real quick? I gotta get the keys. They're up here in my pants pocket. That sucks.
Oh. But yes, Danny, to answer your question, that definitely was a bad take. For sure. There's so many things that could go wrong with that. I feel like he knows that, or he would have like asked that question. Is that a bad take, or like, for one, she could be lying to you and not have an IUD. You're just like, it's just honor system. You just met this chick. Second of all, you don't know what she has. And also, what if you haven't gotten checked and then you give her something? It's just completely irresponsible. Like, what is wrong with you? People like this is the reason. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say people like this is the reason we're having problems with the herpes epidemic right now, but
Yeah, I don't know, man.
that was unfair. Some people can't help that.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. So I take that back. Some people can't help it. They have sex wands with someone they trust, and they trusted the wrong person, so. But.
I would wear condoms. Why not just pull out? You like nutting inside?
If they say IUD,
You like that?
it's say less. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of pussy?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah, it depends
You
on the
get a
chick.
lot.
It depends if it's a dirty.
emotional guy.
Okay.
Very
It's like a
emotional
religion.
guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it depends on it. If I'm really attracted to the girl, then yeah.
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 Okay.
Why are
Like
you not?
If this guy drinks and he doesn't,
No,
like,
I think he's
get
got
pussy,
good. Yeah. What,
the
he's-
next day,
he's
like, you
depressed.
know, like, watch out, like, don't talk to him.
Really?
He's gonna be in the worst mood. But if he
Really?
is,
That's pretty rare
it's
to
like,
see
yo,
that. Yeah.
he's gonna be
He's the
fucking,
best. He's relaxed. He's a
fired
good
up,
guy to
he's
be
happy.
around.
Yeah.
No, but you got good chat. I feel like you'd be fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And this is probably good being part of all this, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. It gets you, foot in the door. And then once you start talking to them, then you could do what you do best.
Well, did that help you when you started to take off as a comedian?
Did it help me get laid?
Fuck yeah.
No, I always got laid.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I
comedians
know.
are fucking
But being
social.
a stand-up comedian sauce though.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's sauce, but like it never was like, I never did comedy to get pussy or nothing like that. Like, yeah, I was happy that I was able to get laid before comedy, because then I see certain comics, they do comedy to get pussy and it just bothers me.
There's guys like that out there?
Really?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
I mean, you just look at the jokes. Like if every joke is like, men are so dumb.
Oh,
No way. There's
fuck.
guys writing like that.
Yeah.
Is
To
there,
appeal to
Is
women.
there like left-wing comedians?
Yeah, there's everything.
I guess there is.
Yeah.
I don't really consider
Wait.
those people comedians. I don't know. I just don't like.
I mean, yeah, I think there's both. I think that, I don't think you should be any wing if you're a real comedian.
What wing are you?
But like
None.
purposely trying.
He said, I don't think you should be anyway if you're a comedian. He said, what do you mean? He said he just said that. He just said.
To
I would never
appeal.
let anybody
someone-
know.
Well,
Yeah,
you
purposely
always,
trying to appeal takes away the comedy, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't misdirect.
Right.
If I know the direction you're going every single time, then you can't. And it also like being so polarized is like, it's just the worst fucking thing. You can't get away with a single joke. I was just telling this to John. It's like the second you establish a side, everything that you say can we.
I'll be right back.
Can I use the bathroom? Okay.
I'm out if you need the shower. Okie dokie.
I'm wore down.
I hear you. Okay. And we're back.
Will be used against you by the opposition
Mm.
because they view your viewpoints as something that's trying to destroy their life instead of what we all are is just like people trying to make it through life and ain't that big a deal. So I would never take a side.
Right.
That's something you guys got to be careful with because I'm sure the perception of you guys is right wing.
Yeah.
But you're all Canadian, so
I'm just Canadian. They're American.
Salim is Canadian.
Salim's
No,
not.
he's
Salim's American.
Ethiopian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I knew he wasn't
Not
white.
even. Not
but-
even. Like he's not fucking voting.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Ethiopian.
Canadian like you.
No.
Oh, so it's just you. And
We
then,
have a lot of Canadians in the squad, like back end, front end. But
Okay, I like Canadians, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're one of the few.
Really?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Canadians?
this
Me.
guy.
Why don't you like them?
It's kind of annoying. I don't know.
But like
They just
for
don't
what?
get like common sense in like the greatest country, America. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, this is the greatest country.
How so?
Yeah. I don't know. I just noticed like the tendencies. It's just like this fucking Canadian
You
doesn't
tell
get
people
it.
you're from Miami when you're from Denver. though.
Okay, well, yeah.
Like,
I'm not
I'm from Toronto at least. Like,
Yeah,
You're not
okay.
even from Toronto, bro.
No, I mean
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're from
20 minutes
Mississauga.
away.
You're
fool.
from you're
Yeah,
from
see?
Long Island. of
He's like
Toronto.
saying he's from the
Yeah.
city. But he's
Nah,
from
he's
Long
like-
Island.
This is Toronto Light or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they
see,
call it.
he knows what I'm talking about. Canadian bullshit.
No, but yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants to be from the well, everyone wants to be from the six when they fucking when Drake's from there and bullshit. It's like
Nah, Drake made Toronto cool, man.
straight up.
But I like just Canadians in general. I like how they are. Nice people, kind people. I trust their kindness. Isn't that the dope thing about having some fame? Is that you could be nice to people and they trust it.
Do you have people from New York that hit you up or like want to put New York on their back?
In what way?
Like if he's from Canada and all the Toronto people, you know, they have like that connection.
Yeah.
Do you have a connection with New York people?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I'm
That one's pretty hard too.
Your dad's taking a shower. And I would have stayed down there, but he listening to music. I'd have to edit a whole section out with that. Copyright music.
What is it, honey?
I said I'd have to edit a whole section out if there's copyrighted music in it, so I just came upstairs. Because your dad's taking a shower, I didn't want to bother him. I'm not gonna bother him over something stupid like that anyway, but That's why I came upstairs.
See, I just wanted the sword from that one. Yeah, because my character's name, like in the game, like my warrior's name was Gilgamesh. So
Yeah, I am the way I am because of the people here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I take responsibility, I guess, for it. Like I look,
Like you want to put New York on the map type shit.
I don't. You can't put New York on. It's already on the map.
Yeah,
You know, you just
everyone
gotta
wants to
live
claim
up.
they're like the king of New York, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know if
yeah.
you've said that or not.
Nah, man. Don't need to be. Get that product placement. That's not distracting. Yeah.
He's talking about the Happy Dad cans. They kept coming in during the interview and flipping his cans around so that they'd be facing the front towards the camera.
I don't. King of New York.
Who is the king of New York in your opinion?
It's got to be the OGs if we're being real. It's an OG type of thing. Like, who's the king of New York? That's a great question. I don't know. You think you're the king of New York? That's what they
No,
say?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
He's just trying to get included.
Okay,
That's
I
what he
got
does.
you. Hey, you. Really? You got it like that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Who do you think the king of New York is?
Is Cardi or Nicki from New York?
Both.
Cardi probably. Cardi B.
Oh, really?
The
I mean,
queen?
yeah,
I don't
she's
think
a
no one
popular
really talks
musician.
about that.
She's a
no more.
popular musician. I don't know. I don't think you can be king of New York if you're a musician.
What do you have to be? A comedian? Because you're not claiming that.
Nah, but I don't know. It's like, who is the cultural curator of New York? You know? I don't know.
I don't know. Either.
Right now, Side Talk is king.
Yeah, they're big.
Side Talk
You
is
fuck
king.
with those boys?
Love them. Love Trent and
You
Jack.
linked with them?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But like right now, they're representing New York in
They're
a way.
killing it.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes it takes an outsider, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's cool. Well, I don't know. Jack's, I think, from Long Island, but like sometimes you need someone from outside to look in and see what's spectacular and amazing because the shit that's right in front of you is just too obvious to you.
When they were really small, we had like a call with them and they were debating like signing with us.
Yeah.
And they passed on us.
No
Yeah.
way.
And, but like we're
It
still
worked
tight with-
out?
Like, yeah, it worked out for them.
But it was smart
They
for you
killed it.
guys to look after it.
I was watching
No,
them from
you're
like when
good.
they were small.
Really?
But like it wasn't. We just had a call and then they're like, "Yo, I think we're just gonna kind of do our own thing. Like, love you boys. Like, appreciate it." And now they're killing it.
So what's
And they're
it?
still helping us. Like, they show love to Happy Dad on
Yeah.
stage and shit. It's dope. They're
Yeah.
crushing it.
No, they're absolutely crushing it. They're representing the culture in the best way.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like if you put the culture on the map, then you're king. And I think that they're doing that beautifully right now. So that's good. You were trying to sign them.
I just we're
You're
all
kind of
just
smart
looking-
guy, huh?
I mean, I try.
Yeah.
Try.
So are you the brains behind this shit?
No, we got a bunch of brains now.
Yeah. But
I'm
originally,
one of them. But now we got John. We got Sam. Steve's a smarter guy than people know too.
now this guy's
Stein- He's
this guy's
getting there.
this guy's
He
sharp.
thinks he's smart, but
You sharp. This guy's sharp.
yeah, Steve's
Your
very
one
smart.
mess up was the getting kicked off YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the one thing because never let them take away your ability to control your narrative. You still got this, so you could talk.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing. Like when I saw that even happen with like Tate and all the guys.
I really like that one.
So even Andrew just said that Steve's already been kicked off of YouTube when this was recorded. So I don't know why they keep even mentioning that. Like it's a viable excuse.
Guys was like, you don't want to die on this because if you can't speak, people forget about you immediately.
Yeah.
You know, don't let them take away your ability
I
to.
think it was kind of.
But
out
your
of
specials
control,
on
though.
YouTube too, though.
Yeah.
So how many
Everything's
people?
YouTube
But
for
how many
me.
people are telling you
I'm
like,
all
"Yo,
in
this
YouTube.
might not fly,"
But
Steve's was
They
definitely
do,
weird
for sure.
because like
and you
there's no-
overrule them and say, "Yo, I'm gonna be
Stripes,
me."
right?
Oh, hold on. What are you? What
I'm
are you
just saying,
asking?
like, because your stuff's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you do a little bit borderline stuff. So
Of course,
how,
I want to be as close as I possibly can. I want to go.
but how many
over
people
it.
are saying, "Yo, this might not work," and you're overruling that and saying, "Yo,
like you're
fuck
saying
it."
at YouTube the company?
No, but like if you're gonna talk about like make the blackface jokes like you do in your
Yeah,
special,
yeah.
like how many people are like, "Yo, that might not fly on YouTube."
Nobody said anything there. That's another thing I learned about comedy is like, if you do a joke to the person you're talking about and they laugh, you can't be offended. It was just a bunch of white people in the crowd and we're talking about why blackface is okay in this situation. In the situation, I think I was like, what was it, Navy SEAL, right? I was
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
like they have to do it, right? Which I think is a funny sketch, like the idea of like this woke Navy SEAL like showing up and he's got to do it, and even
He
the black
doesn't want
guys
it?
are like, paint it the fuck up. He's like, guys, I would like to me just the visual of that is funny, but yeah, it's like if you're doing it to black dudes and black chicks and they're laughing, no white lady can like report you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you're making the blackface jokes, are you looking in the audience trying to find the one black
absolutely,
guy laughing?
absolutely.
What if there's none out
How,
there?
do you say, "Yo, zoom in
No,
on the black guy
no,
when I
the-
make this
the
joke"?
camera went to
100%.
Yeah.
4
They
different
definitely
blackfaces.
Oh, I went through a bunch of different ones,
Yeah. It's
right?
just blackface.
And then
blackface.
all of a sudden, when you're watching, you're like, "Oh, I don't feel the discomfort."
Yeah.
because they're in on the joke.
And they're all smiling and
They're
laughing.
smiling.
Beautiful teeth. White
beautiful
teeth.
teeth.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys got good teeth too. Are these real?
No.
No.
You?
Are yours? Yeah, I
Mine
got
are.
real teeth. I'm gonna get fake one soon, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You do have the worst teeth at the table. Well,
There's
no, you
fucking
have
fake,
bad
bro.
teeth compared to
What
everybody
about
else.
compared to you?
I think I have better tethead than you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But yours are real.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I have
alright,
Invisalign.
Okay, I didn't have
You
that.
didn't have braces?
I did have braces.
Oh, okay. And then what happened?
I just grind my teeth.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna get
okay.
fake ones, and then you'll have the worst
Why are
ones.
you
too.
grinding your teeth all the time?
Yeah, what are you so stressed about, dude?
Late at night, man.
What are you
Just stress,
putting- what are you
anxiety,
putting in your
constant
body?
Put the
anxiety. with this
labels
group.
to the camera. Ask me the
No,
questions. and
constant
it's over.
anxiety with this group. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you anxious?
Always filming everything type shit.
Oh,
No.
and you're worried that like it's gonna be you caught out of context or something like that.
Yeah, he pissed on me a couple weeks ago.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I'll message you tomorrow, or I'll call you before I leave work. See if you guys need anything for your lunches on Monday.
Okey doke.
And I'll stop at Kroger's on my way home. And I know you want Pop-Tarts and goldfish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just put those in his lunches usually, so and mine now. But
Just I'll call you, and you can send me a list or whatever.
Okey doke.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
thank you.
It's close. Almost died right there. Wasn't paying attention for a second. All the gorillas stacked up started hitting me.
So, I don't want you to feel like you can't talk. It doesn't really
I
affect.
really can't.
It doesn't affect me, but I'm going back downstairs now that he's out of the shower. So I was just up here because
I can't unmute my mic because you come through my mic.
I feel. I'm going back downstairs. I love you.
Love you.
Okie dokie. Okay. I like how he's mentioned the obscene product placement like twice now. And he even mentions that like in his most recent interview about it when he's in like another podcast talking about this.
This is what he'll do,
Fire.
Andrew. He'll get really fucked up before a podcast,
Uh-huh.
and then
No, I did that one
I feel
time.
like we need to
regret-
be a little more fucked up. You
regret-
guys are a little
yeah,
nervous or
regret
something.
every-
Get him drunk.
No, you don't want
regret,
that.
he'll regret everything he says,
Yeah.
and then when we see the edit, he tries to cut everything out and remove
That's
them.
a little annoying too.
Like
I
this
did that
pot, he'll probably
one
try and
time.
Cut shit out.
Really?
No, this spot's
What
cool.
would you want to cut?
Well, it was with Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And what I learned from that
Should we
is
take
like
a shot?
Yeah,
any-
let's do it.
That moonshine.
anytime you fucking test Andrew Tate, the
know if I
top
want
G fans come out and are after your fucking
Oh, they
neck.
ride. But y'all got fans that ride for you too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but his fans are next level, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
he's,
I think,
he's
I
a
think
savior, man.
people are just commenting about you just because that's your character, bro. How many people asked you for photos today?
What, dude? What?
Just the moonshine.
Moonshine.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's good. We can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in. Don't put your fingers in the
I'm
cup.
not gonna finger blast your cup, bro. You don't believe in finger blasting?
Steiny. Why don't you go by Steinberg?
They came up with Steiny.
Steiny?
Yeah. Well, I still rep Steinberg. Don't worry.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
good. How do you feel about Kanye?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
No, I think
What?
kinda went quiet now.
I appreciate you saying something too.
What'd you say?
I appreciate you saying something.
Oh, are you Jewish?
I feel like a lot of people fucking got scared there. Or
They
pussies.
did get a little scared.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
pussies. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
So what was your reaction to it?
What did he say, by the way?
He
I don't
just-
even know.
This guy.
He said death.
Bunch of anti-Semitic shit. Do you like Kanye? See, like Andrew. It's like he tries to ask uncomfortable questions. Like Steiny tries to ask uncomfortable questions to Andrew, like trying to get interesting content out of him. But oh goodness. But and then and then Andrew actually does it. He succeeds. In what it's like in what he's like trying to do.
on Jews,
Isn't it
man.
great
I mean,
being
it's
rich?
pretty big.
He's the one that's supposed to be interviewing him.
Yeah.
This is what being rich is.
I don't know.
It's a big deal.
No, this is what I've thought a lot about this. Being rich without kids is this.
How?
Meaning like the world doesn't matter to you.
No, but all I just saw was that he's anti-Semitic.
Exactly,
anti-Semitic.
and then
no,
you
but
saw
I
it
never.
too.
No, but I never saw. They never said exactly what he said. They just said
And
anti-Semitic.
he's gotta play the
anti-Semitic.
majority against us. That's what he's doing.
No, this is
No,
great because
I'm
I
being
do the
honest.
same thing that he's doing. Is you saw the headline, right?
Mhm.
And then you said, "Nah, I don't give a fuck." Right?
So
And
I
then-
didn't research it.
exactly. Yeah, because you don't have to. Because nothing that happened matters, right? Like
Yeah.
you have money in the bank, and if all this goes to shit, you could just go, "I'll go to
So
Barbados."
what? You researched it?
No.
Oh, you
No,
did
no,
not?
no, no, of course. No,
Okay.
I looked into it and obviously I was, I thought that what he was saying was kind of silly, but I also think Kanye is just kind of corny in general.
Yeah.
Brilliant producer of music, but like as a guy, he's just kind of
The only thing I'll say is Kanye's an idiot. I don't really care. Kyrie Irving, I'm a little more upset with, but
Yeah.
also that guy preached that the world was flat. for 5
Yeah.
or 6 years to everybody.
Kanye-
So
How
his
do you
know
opinion
it's
to
not-
me,
How do you know it's not flat?
I mean, there's photos and everybody in the world knows that it's not. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like
this is a fun way to go down, though.
Yeah, well,
how
see,
do you
that's-
know?
he's trying to take that
Hey,
type-
hey, how do you know?
How do you know?
Hey, Steiny, how you
photos,
do you know?
fucking every scientist, every
Where'd
astronaut.
Did you learn that? The Jewish media?
Yeah,
Did you learn
yeah.
that from the Jewish media?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Carrying this podcast. Andrew's carried it. That's really funny. He said, no, that's a good question, though. It's like, how do you know it's not flat?
JCC Ranch Camp.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's
Yeah.
they want you to think that it's
Yeah,
round.
you don't think it's round?
But it's flat.
Is it flat?
Okay. They want
What,
you.
you went to the Nets
They
game the
want
next
you.
day?
Unplug from the Matrix, bro.
I got
Unplug
you.
from the fucking Matrix,
I
bro. They
can't.
want you.
Bro. He's starting to fuck with him. And it begins. It begins. The good part of this podcast begins. It was boring for so long. I'm so sorry, guys. It's starting to get good. Andrew was right. This shit is boring until he starts going in on Steiny and he saves the whole fucking thing.
Dude, think
I'm
it's flat.
addicted to the Matrix.
I know
bro.
you are. He's
You
easily
don't live in the
addicted to
Matrix, or do
Get
you?
some fake fucking teeth, dude.
I
like
will.
the rest of us. Okay. Leave the Matrix.
Fucking-
What's the most you would spend on fake teeth?
I don't know how much they cost. How much you spend?
Oh, I don't know. It was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Steve got
You don't
rooms to
care about
think
money and shit, huh?
me.
What do you know about people that people don't know? That's why I think your brilliance is.
What?
Like, what do you understand about people?
I don't think I understand anything about people.
Nah.
Nah.
Why? In what context?
I
though?
think that you have a great understanding of like the human condition and how people react to things. And I think
Well,
it's very
that's
simple to
probably
you in
true.
your head. And I think that's why you're able to curate and create content that leads into these things.
Well, I understand.
That's actually probably Steve's best
Yeah.
quality.
Well,
in terms of that.
I know that humans are able to.
I really like Andrew and Steve's banter through this. And honestly, I don't think the guy, the main Nelk or whatever, I honestly don't know who either of the two people are. Like, I don't know much about the Nelk boys or anything like that. But, like, I know kind of who they are, but not enough to have any sort of an opinion on them. So, in terms of, like, Steiny, though, I just know from what I've seen from this interview that he's at least not very good at interviewing at the very least. But I think the guy that was like giving us the whole spiel in the beginning, he seems like he's trying. He kind of cares, you know, this is like his whole thing, so. And then Steve, he's doing a great job. He's like, I'm glad that they're interacting, him and Andrew. It's cool. They're being cool.
like pick up on like authenticity and like it's like one of our I know that's a thing and I think I resonate with people in a good way
100%.
and I kind of don't care about
I'm so sorry. That's so wholesome. That he just like called Steve out in like the most like nice and wholesome way. He's just like, I feel like you're like really good at reading people, and Steve was like, oh, he just like wanted to pick his brain about like just I don't know. It's just cool. Anyway, it's about to get intense, so I'm glad we get this.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like in making my YouTube videos, I've had to like borrow money from my parents like multiple times.
Really? Still?
No, not still, but like
in the
back on the
beginning.
no, not in the beginning. And like when I was spending millions of dollars, like
No
on
way.
the come up.
But money you gave them.
Money I gave them, yeah.
Yeah. Run it back, mom and dad.
But yeah. I mean, I think that's the reason why I was so successful is going just all in, balls to the wall, not giving a fuck and having fun with it.
Yeah.
I do have fun doing what I
do. You
do.
think you said that he shouldn't have got his YouTube deleted? What do you think he could have done?
I mean, did you know about the gambling thing? We had spoken about this a little bit when it first happened. I thought it was really fucked up.
Well, I knew about it and it was on my second channel, right?
Mm.
So we're like, we were blurring the .com and just some of them weren't fully blurred. It was just like a mistake on my editor. But it's just crazy because my second channel getting 100K views per video.
Yeah.
And they just took,
And they
out
took
my,
away everything.
my
But
main
that
channel.
should be a strike.
No, not in the beginning. And like when I was spending millions of dollars, like
No
on
way.
the come up.
But money you gave them.
Money I gave them, yeah.
Yeah. Run it back, mom and dad. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I think that's the reason why I was so successful is going just all in, balls to the wall, not giving a fuck and having fun with it.
Yeah.
I do have fun
What
doing what I
do you
do.
think? You said that he shouldn't have got his YouTube deleted. What do you think he could have done?
I mean, did you know about the gambling thing? We had spoken about this a little bit when it first
Those
happened.
were
I thought it was really
gambling.
fucked up.
Well, I knew about it and it was on my second channel, right?
Mm.
So we're like, we were blurring the .com and just some of them weren't fully blurred. It was just like a mistake on my editor. But it's just crazy because my second channel getting 100K views per video.
Yeah.
And they just took,
And they
out
took
my,
away everything.
my
But
main
that
channel.
should be a strike. Because
I think there's no question that you were made an example
You
of.
gotta get 3 strikes.
Dude, you're the Brittany Griner of YouTube, bro. Like when you really think about it.
Thank you so
kinda
much.
dope
I know.
you say it like
Means
that.
a lot.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are the Brittany Griner of YouTube.
Thank you so much.
They got you out like a fucking gulag. Rumble is just it's just jail.
Yeah, but Rumble, it's doing
Just
good.
ripping turnips out of the ground and shit or whatever poor Brittany's doing.
Yeah, poor Brittany.
Yeah.
I went to Russia actually.
I
like,
know
a
I
month
saw
ago.
that.
Yeah,
You and Danny, that was crazy.
yeah, it was insane.
But yeah, you understand something and you understand how to get people to react in like a very visceral, primal way. And I think that people spend millions and millions of dollars trying to figure that out and hire people to do it. And I don't think that they do it probably as good as you. But you're right about authenticity. It's like moth to a flame, right? When everybody's phony, when one person is real, we're attracted to it. Like politics is the most phony fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then Trump comes around, he starts making fun of all these guys and exposes how funny they are. And whether you like him or not, you're like, holy shit, I can't not watch that.
Yeah,
Right.
for entertainment value.
You
It's-
think he's going to run again?
I want to, well, you guys probably know.
I feel like he's probably already announced, maybe, right? If by the time this is up.
I mean, announce it.
I heard he's going to announce.
Announce it,
on
bro.
Tuesday,
Well, you
right?
talk a lot about him in your special, bro.
No, well, he's
Yeah.
been saying like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the 15th, people are going to be very happy
Yeah.
or some shit.
Why?
Yeah.
How do you feel
Fucking
about him?
So controversial.
I think that he's a perfect example of like how powerful humor is.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate someone that makes you laugh.
For
That's
sure.
That's true.
how I feel about Trump. That's
Right?
why I liked the Trump segment in your
Yeah.
special.
Trump is a
Yeah.
borderline
How he can
stand-up
move merch.
comedian.
He can move it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like he's a genuinely funny person. Like that's the thing I don't like. I think both sides do this, but like when you make this like overstatement about a person because you hate them, right? It's like people fucking maybe hate Trump, so like he's not funny at all. And it's like, why don't we just acknowledge that he's funny?
What do you think's the greatest thing that he's done humor wise?
Oh, I mean, he got a lot of bars, bro, but like
But number one that made
the
you
one
laugh.
that cracks me up to this
No,
day
no,
is when
no.
Megyn Kelly, I think, was like, "You've called women
Oh, that one, yeah.
pigs and you
Yeah,
called
yeah.
them whatever." He
That's a
goes,
classic.
"Just Rosie O'Donnell."
You know, I
That was
played like 9 holes with him
fun.
golfing.
No,
He's a savage.
funny or what?
Bro, he's funnier than you'd like. He is-
Really? But like,
he
what
did this. So he did this one thing. So after we played golf,
Yeah.
we were like all eating hot dogs, just like on the picnic bench,
Yeah.
just like a regular round. And then his assistant comes up to him and taps him. He's like, "Mr. Trump, like you have an interview to do in like 15 minutes."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Who's it with?" And he's like, the assistant said like Rachel or something. And then he looks at us. He's like, "First question, fellas, is she pretty?" He asks his assistant, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I mean, she's pretty cute." He's like, "I'm in." Bro, it was. I fucking cried. It was
So he knows
funny.
how to chop it up. He's a
But he was being dead serious.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think if she wasn't attractive, he wouldn't have
He
done
would've
it.
done
Like he
the
would have been
interview.
like, let's go to number 10.
yeah,
But
Well, he's a
after that, he
bro.
did.
yeah,
Like he went to do the interview.
yeah.
But it was funny.
Why do you think Biden and like his team can't get him good at Twitter?
Well,
Like,
I think I don't know. The Biden thing to me is all right. This is the thing I think a lot of people won't admit, but they do feel. They like the state of things with Biden. Biden's a corpse, right?
Yeah.
Like the guy can't say like numbers more than 5 digits. Like
Sure.
that's my favorite thing
Yeah.
politically is
Yeah.
Biden saying big numbers.
Yeah.
Like that is awesome. Like if it's like the speech is coming up and it's just 200 million and like you're like all right, let me go. And it's just 200 million billion or whatever the fuck he does and have these speeches. So but I think that the chaos that Trump induced was too much for people. And I think they got tired of it. Now, we all know Biden's pretty much not alive. And that's embarrassing as Americans. But I think that we like, if we're being honest in our core, we like the tranquility of Biden.
sure.
And I think that's probably what happened in the elections. Like everybody thought this big red wave was coming and shit like that. And like, I don't know that much about fucking politics because I just don't care about it. I think it's stupid.
We
Nothing
saw that a
changes.
lot. Yeah, the red wave.
But nothing happened. There's no
Yeah.
red wave. So why is that? I mean, the guy can't speak.
Yeah.
He literally can't, the president can't speak.
I
The
know,
whole
it's
world
crazy.
is like, this guy isn't even alive.
Yeah.
But because life is good, we're like, all right. That's really what it takes.
I mean, what his most viral clip is what him falling off the bike, probably, right?
What?
The moonshine.
Yeah.
It's bad?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Did you try it?
Did you try it?
No, but
Take the whole thing.
category for being
What, the
trans.
Matrix,
Isn't
the
that
movie?
Isn't that an
Yeah.
old movie?
Yeah, they made 3 of them. They just made a 4th
Why, are
one.
you a big Matrix fan?
Yeah, it was the best movie ever when it came out.
There was trans chicks like back then.
No, they
Never seen it.
became trans now.
Ah.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a girl in Miami, Nikita Dragon. Do you know her or not? Have you seen that?
Say what?
Nikita
Oh,
Dragon?
yeah. Did you guys see that?
She's being held in the
Yeah,
the
like
males,
Atlanta
but
episode,
she's in the men's section, and she asked the judge to be transferred to the women's.
Yeah.
And they said no.
yeah,
I think that's just some law there.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they tell you like you've been to jail.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been to jail. They
Have you been to
they-
jail?
They tell you to.
Good.
They tell you to like you have to get naked
Oh wow,
For
so they
what?
saw that thing.
because they got to check if you have any. You strip down and you put on
Yeah,
jail.
they
clothes.
You
wanna
gotta like
bring shit
cough
in.
and stuff.
So like
to
they
make sure-
see like
Oh my
they,
God.
they probably saw Nikita's horn and they're like, I mean,
Well, how do you know she has a
yeah.
horn though? I thought
Because
she might have cut
has
it
a
off.
horn.
Well, that's-
She's a
but
guy.
she might not be
Otherwise-
finished.
Otherwise,
yeah.
she would have gone to the
Female jail, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Well,
the
it was
thing that-
evident enough. Whatever she had, that she was clearly a male. I mean,
What do you want, man?
What?
Like in life?
I just want to.
yeah. What do you want?
I just want to
I
make
like
a
how
lot
he
of
has a
enough money to
special
where I don't
interest
care
in
to wear my next Rumble video in black.
Like how Andrew has like a very special interest in Steve. He's like his boy. This time he's like, I just want to be boys. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You just want to be boys. Who even talks like that? But meanwhile, he's genuinely boys with Steve.
blackface, and just like where I just don't care. I'm Instagram live blackface.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
And just not care and just
Yeah.
be like true dark humor.
What would you do when you don't care? I wonder about that
Oh my
myself.
God,
Like, can I
get
handle
ready.
it?
I would just do the most darkest shit ever.
So you would continue making the things you're making.
Yeah, except I just time to go to work, put on my blackface.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Navy SEAls.
Yeah.
But I'm filming a video.
Yeah.
So just take it. Like I really enjoy dark humor.
With the shit you say, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, like about like my wife or these types of things?
Sure.
No, not really. I mean, she gets it. She married a comedian.
Okay.
She knew what the deal was.
Have you ever made a joke where you thought it was going to go really well and it went really bad?
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of that?
I mean, yeah, I had a lot early in my career. Like, I didn't know how to get away with jokes. So you don't have the skills to execute them. So you just say these offensive things, and then people get offended.
Give us an example, will you?
I mean, I had people throw fucking candles at me.
No, but
beers
what'd
at
you
me.
say?
I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember. I
Okay,
just remember the violence.
Do you have a favorite?
In like a comedy club?
Yeah. Fights all the time. All the time.
Do you have a favorite group or something you like to go after or joke about?
No. It's like whatever I'm passionate about. I got to have like a interest in it. I don't know how to just make jokes about like Uber. Like something has to bother me. I think that's the hardest thing about having money is that less things bother you.
What bothers you the most right now?
Nothing.
Nothing bothers you?
You look at your phone while we're doing this interview and everybody's seeming disinterested.
Were you looking at notes or texting girls?
Notes.
Well, you just got engaged too.
It's like a thing.
Right? So
Right.
you understand both sides.
Uh-huh.
Right? You understand.
I don't even know where I was going to go. Where are we at?
I have no idea.
Um,
I'm pretty buzzed, low key.
No, I'm
Yeah.
a little buzzed.
That moonshine hit me.
it's a fan question. I don't know if you want to answer it, but
Sure.
True.
So they're going, well, I'm getting fucked. He's probably getting fucked. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's hard to have empathy for that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I think we lost him.
no, my fault. I don't even know where I was going to go. Where are we at?
I have no idea.
Um,
I'm pretty buzzed, low key.
No, I'm a little buzzed.
That moonshine hit me.
it's a fan question. I don't know if you want to answer it, but
Sure.
what's the weirdest genre of porn you've watched?
The weirdest genre. I don't really watch porn.
No? Why is that?
Well, you just got engaged too.
It's like a
I
thing.
mean, not that really.
Do you try and limit your shit now that you know your wife's going to watch?
No, but I'm not like a big jerk off
I mean,
guy.
you have to a bit. If the wife's watching now, like you're freshly engaged.
Like to go after or joke about?
No, it's like whatever I'm passionate about. I got to have like a interest in it. I don't know how to just make jokes about like Uber. Like something has to bother me. I think that's the hardest thing about having money is that less things bother you.
What bothers you the most right now?
Nothing.
Nothing bothers you?
You looking at your phone while we're doing this interview and everybody's seeming disinterested.
Were you looking at notes or texting girls?
Notes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Me taking time out of my day to do this and then feeling
Dude,
like
I've
I'm
never
forcing you guys to do the podcast.
I've never been more
That
excited to
annoyed
do
me.
And we get into the good shit. Why look at your phone? That's so unprofessional. That's so fucking... I almost skipped it by accident. I went back for it, though. That's so unprofessional. Like you said, he took time out of his day to be there. I mean, like... And he's a really well-renowned comedian. Like, he's really good at his job. Like, you don't have to do much. Just give him something to bounce off of. And meanwhile, everybody... especially Stymie, just seems like they're like, they don't want to... I mean, honestly, Steve and the other guy seems like they're trying to talk to him, but... from what I understand, he's the one that's supposed to have prepared questions, Steiny, and he has nothing prepared. He's looking at his fucking phone, and he tried to act like he was looking at it for a fan question, and then he tries to act like he was looking at his notes, and then he comes out later and says that he was texting. He admits it. He's like, you hate me because I was texting earlier? And he literally just said that he wasn't texting. He said first it was his notes, and then it was a fan question, and then it was his notes again. And then he admitted that he was legitimately texting while conducting an interview with Andrew Schulz. A really, really good comedian. Like, one of the best comedians of our time. And you're doing that shit. That's crazy.
podcast.
Say again.
I've never been more excited. I'm sorry. I
Don't
look at my notes.
apologize. You don't have
No.
to apologize. You asked me what annoyed me, and I gave you an honest answer.
Wait, are you being serious about that?
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Really?
Yes.
So if
Is
someone
that surprising to you?
well, if I'm looking at my notes, I have some things personally that I wrote that I wanted to ask you. Not on there.
Okay.
So I can't look at that and then ask you that.
I mean, you can, I guess.
What if someone in the audience is on their phone when you're doing that?
Then they're gonna get the same treatment you got.
Would you call them out?
Yes.
Have you done that before?
Yes.
And how's that reaction?
Good.
They get as offensive as I do?
I don't think you're offensive. I think you're offended.
Offended, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my fault.
There's no fault. It's fine. You asked me how I felt. I gave you an honest reaction.
All right, my bad.
Did you see the Andrew Paul?
Alright, my fault. Alright, my bad. Who was he called pussy earlier? He's such a fucking pussy. Alright, my fault. My bad. I mean, I get it, but like, actually, no, I don't. Why were you on your phone? My man, you literally gave every excuse in the book on your notes. Fan question, like, you literally admit later that you were texting.
Andrew Tate, Jake Paul shit.
I thought it was cool.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll actually go down?
Do you think Tate's is seriously Muslim?
What, he converted to Islam, he said, right?
Yeah. Why'd you put quotes on it?
Well, I mean, he just randomly said he converted to Islam.
Well, you can quote. You can become Muslim anytime, man.
He said
I
he's
guess,
Muslim in
except
Dubai.
Well, on our
Christian
pod,
in
he said
Romania.
he's Christian in Romania and Muslim when he's in Dubai.
So you think he might be faking it?
I mean,
I think he's
I
trying
don't know
to-
what that means. I'm not a religious guy, but if you're Christian in Romania and then Muslim in Dubai, I don't really know what that means. But
What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, I believe him that he's Muslim in Dubai. Like I know he wasn't drinking
Yeah.
when we were with them.
definitely when we talked to him, I noticed that he's a lot more chill now. And I don't know if he'll admit it, but
Yeah.
I definitely think the whole cancel thing, I mean, that pressure of that shit, even for like anybody, bro, that's insane.
How
Like,
about jail? How about the pressure of jail? Because that's what he's facing now.
the entire world coming at you like that, like
Intense.
that's got to change you a bit,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So I think when we like talked to him last, I noticed he was a lot different. Like if
Yeah.
you watch our new pod with him, it's like 100 to 0 compared to our first one with him.
Really?
It's like, I don't know, it's just more like interesting.
Well, would you ever have him on your
He's
pod?
still like an
I thought
amazing
about
speaker.
it. I was talking to him
You
about it.
fuck with him though.
Well,
no?
why wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
We were.
He wants to do shit in person, he told me.
Yeah. Like so, he was in Romania and we were in London, and I was like, "Come to London," and he was like, "Man, I don't know if I can." And then I was like, "It might be tough to come to Romania." Like I know you guys went to Croatia.
We went to Croatia, yeah.
Yeah.
We just kind of jumped on it because he was so big at the time.
Yeah.
And,
Smart.
like we loved him. We thought he was fucking hilarious, and we just
Is
just
it
did it.
possible to ride out fame when you get famous that fast?
That's something that
I think see, yeah, everyone
He
says
went
that to me.
viral
Like
real
different,
quick.
different people say that to me, like, yo, Tate's not gonna be around. Tate's not gonna be around.
Yeah.
Like people said that to me like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. There's kind of some
of a pay-per-view.
The tricky thing is like you want.
they both do. I mean,
Yeah,
No,
but you
but I
want
think
Jake to be a heel.
Tate's selling more tickets.
The best fight for Jake is when he's fighting someone that people love, because and the energy is there. Like he didn't half-ass anything. Like
don't hate on TikTok.
no, you're trying to get pussy.
love you,
That's
though.
what it
I
is.
think it's TikTok.
Remember
wrong
when I
with that?
told you the comics trying to get pussy?
Oh, you think I'm
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy?
that's what that is.
What gives you that read?
Everyone is a girl trend.
Yeah. So what?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You should maximize it, bro. You're short.
Oh,
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm like, you have to maximize your fame.
Short king. He is not a short king. He is a short hobbit.
In order to get the
Oh,
highest, what is it, value female or whatever it is.
yeah, you think so?
100%. I think you should.
Got it.
But I think you're a smart guy. And I
Steiny's a
think,
funny guy though.
I think that like if girls gave you the chance, they'd go, I actually really kind of like this guy a lot.
Okay. What gives you
And-
that read if you just met me though?
Because you're smart. You know what you're
got time? I'm
doing.
gonna piss.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's literally trying to give him an opening. Multiple times, Schulz has reached out to Stymie throughout this interview, and Stymie's just kind of been like a whiny little piece of shit. Like, what was that reaction? He was like, what makes you think that if you don't know me? Like, are you 13? You don't know me like that, bro. You don't know how I get girls. You don't know. Like, come on now. He's like literally like trying not to be a dick to him, but like you can tell it's something has snapped. He's done. He's done. I don't blame him.
But yeah, you got to make a name for yourself. You got to find like a way to.
How often do you watch our stuff? Because I feel like you're pretty educated. But you're
I've
like the
never-
guy. I think you're the guy that acts like he doesn't know anything about it. But
I've
he watches
never
everything.
watched a podcast in its entirety.
But you know, Steve's on Rumble. You've watched a lot of the Nelk
Steve
videos.
is a part of culture.
Okay.
So things that Steve do, and that's what I think is most impressive, is that you found a way to like, yeah, I mean, you get it, bro. You found a way to be part of culture. And then when I come on a podcast, I try to be prepared, you know?
Oh,
So
Steve was so happy when he said that. That was so nice. I love that he and Steve get along. That's so nice. That makes me very happy.
like I did a little research on all you guys.
How do you prepare? Like, what do you watch?
I watch at least clips of a podcast. Like I was watching parts of the Elon stuff. I was watching parts of the Yachty stuff. The Yachty interview was hilarious because you guys were like interviewing Drake through Yachty.
That I mean,
It was just, so what's it like hanging with Drake?
yeah. I mean, I don't. That wasn't me, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But he was great. His energy to handle that. But yeah, I don't know. I like to be researched when I go on and talk to people. It makes me feel more confident. I want to know what I'm going to expect.
What do you think of recently Elon with the $8 verification? Are you on Twitter?
I am on
Are
Twitter.
you going to pay the $8? You seem like an $8 pay guy.
Why? What makes you feel that way?
You want to have that like verification sauce.
You think? Why do you think that?
I just want to get that vibe because it's like if you're not verified on Twitter, but you're on all platforms, you want to have that like sauce.
Yeah, I could see why. Yeah, I could see why
I got
maybe
the
you feel that way.
opposite from him.
Well, do you agree or no?
No, I don't really care about the verification.
It's good. I miss him.
No, we're talking about
No, we're
the
just
Twitter
talking-
verification.
Are you guys friends with each other?
Yeah.
Like
Why you don't
genuinely?
get that vibe?
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
because the chemistry is weird.
Well,
There's almost none of it.
It
Why do you say
is.
that?
It
I don't
is.
know.
They just talk shit about each other into each other. It's just weird. I agree. Earlier, they talked shit about their other co-host who's not even there to defend himself for like literally the first 10 minutes before Andrew even got there. I don't really understand like their dynamic. I get what he's saying.
It's just I don't get it.
What's confusing?
It's just
though?
an
So I can help
awkward
break it down for you.
podcast. It's like a weird thing.
This is the
Like,
first time we've done a
Well, I
podcast.
don't do podcasts.
No.
I hate-
You're an interesting one.
I stay
to me.
silent.
No, but you're just an interesting. But like, do you guys do you have stories where you like bust balls? Like, are there?
He's
Yeah, well, we usually
no,
have a
no, not you, Steve. You're a gem. No, you fucking guys.
Different guy who sits in.
Yeah.
We wanted to have Steve on this one, so
Yeah,
he sat
with
in.
Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Brad too.
Yeah?
He's great. And what Brad
See?
usually drives it or something like that.
What do you mean?
Like, is he usually driving the interview?
Why? You don't think we're doing a good job of that?
No, not really.
See, I knew they were friends because he literally like. So does Brad? Did Brad usually like drive the interviews when he's here? Because like nothing's happening.
I mean, it's not my favorite.
Is this a joke? I don't understand.
Yeah.
They just literally spent the first 10 minutes talking shit about Brad, and now he's like saying that like Brad's the shit, and they're fucking.
Right? Like, I don't know. Like, are you guys having a good time?
I was until that guy.
Is this what
shut
it's
up.
normally like?
No, I mean I was having a good time.
Okay.
I never do them.
Okay.
And when I do them, I stay silent. But with you,
You did the Trump one. I did see clips of the Trump one.
I didn't say a word.
That's not true. You gave him a watch.
Yeah, but before that, I didn't say,
You didn't say a single
one
thing.
single word.
Were you
from-
nervous? What was the feeling?
Nervous, but also I really like Trump.
Yeah.
I just am not good at speaking. So like even here, I'm just not good at speaking.
Why do you say that?
I'm just,
He's got a very endearing quality.
so I just kind of stay silent.
Yeah.
Their whole relationship is endearing. It's sweet. I like it. It's very endearing. Steve is very endearing, and so just like and Andrew's interaction with Steve is very endearing.
Well, why didn't you speak on the Trump podcast?
I couldn't get myself to. I mean,
I see why people are so drawn to you. You have a very endearing quality, but you also say the most fucked up, crazy things.
Yeah.
So people are probably really protective of you, I would imagine.
I don't know.
Like,
about
were
that.
people furious when you got canceled?
His
yeah.
fans are ride or dies for sure. Steve's fans are like there for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
Yeah. Because they're like, he's a nice guy and he does funny, fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But you're getting rid of a guy who's genuinely nice.
Yeah. A lot of people were mad, but I think everything's going good right now. Like I'm just making videos, getting like
Yeah.
1 million views per video,
Yeah.
which I'm happy with. I mean,
Yeah.
on a new platform, which is great.
Which has a fraction of the people. So to get those numbers, it's unreal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I always have almost have the same amount of people watching live. Like I had 25,000 people watching on Rumble, like while my videos going live, and on YouTube it's just like 30.
And they'll never let you back on YouTube?
No, but I also text YouTube fucking fucked up shit. I get drunk and then I text.
Oh, you just
I
rage
yeah,
text
I'm
them?
just
Who do
like-
you text?
Yeah, I don't know her name, but I have her on a contact as YouTube. I'm just like,
What
Yeah.
the girl that called?
yeah, I just fire off on her sometimes.
Does
Yeah.
it say delivered?
No, she's actually a brokey. She has the green.
Ah.
Yeah, but
She's actually a brokey.
yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
You got to take the number to WhatsApp to see if it delivers.
Yeah, I have her on. I can message her on WhatsApp. She does what she tells you. Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have a loyal fan base.
A little fan base.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. That's good. You guys are good at curating that.
I like how he just rage texts Susan or whoever the fuck it is.
You speak to them personally. I noticed that at the beginning of the videos.
We
What's
try.
up, guys? What's up?
What's up, boys?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
yeah.
watch? Have you seen any of her?
I
shit or
watched
no?
the beginning of the videos and I see you do it. What's up, boys? How you doing? Is that now? Do you think that that's manipulative?
What's up, boy?
And your thing is the introduction, right? And what's up, boys? That's your whole thing, right? That's what you do. So you guys bring stuff to the podcast, and then what do? Stymie, you just sit here and be a little pussy.
Yeah.
And be butthurt
I
the
don't
whole
think
time.
so. I don't know.
Yeah,
We just kind of do it.
Yeah. Oh, there's no thinking behind it at all.
Not really. No.
Yeah. You're not
Yeah.
like, if I can galvanize this audience and like curate this fan base and
Not
then
really.
they'll
no.
buy all my shit.
I mean, honestly,
Not at all.
I think we're just so used
Never
to
thought
doing
about
it.
it.
What? You don't do that too?
Huh?
You don't do that at all?
Yeah, but for that reason.
No, but we do it too because we have a loyal fan base, though.
Yeah. So
what's
you're
wrong
saying
with
you
it?
do it?
Well, I mean, no, we just say what's up to the boys. They watch every episode.
You're saying you do or you don't?
We
You're saying
don't.
both things.
We don't think like that.
I don't think
I've just personally done so many of those that it's like, I don't know. I just feel like
I think it's
robot.
brilliant. I think it's brilliant. You have millions of people and you're finding a way to make each one of them personally feel connected to you. And I think that the people who do that well
I
have
don't
the
think
most
that they-
success, especially when it comes to like,
Yeah, I
Go-
believe that when they say that. I don't think they do that on purpose. I don't think that they're smart enough to think ahead like that. I think that Steve, like, that's what, and he said, he's like, yeah, I don't think that we do that. He's, because, like, I think he knows. But I don't think they even know how to begin to do that. If they were conscious of it, they probably would, but I don't think they're conscious of it.
but like this is so fucking genius.
Wow, Happy. That was amazing. I thought the whole no more skinny camp.
They want the content they want while also
Being political.
satisfying a movement. And then when I saw this, I was like, when you're going to product, because product is not fucking easy.
No, it's not.
Like
Shit.
this to me was the most impressive thing.
That's
I've seen you guys do the
fucking
videos,
Appreciate it,
which are
You
hilarious.
guys
Turning
suck.
this into an actual fucking thing. That's next
Go
level.
ad
Appreciate it,
break
bro.
Alcohol
or
game is not
anything,
to
No,
be
it's not
played with.
easy, for
They
sure.
just
It's a mafia.
Yeah, it's a fucking political
It
business.
is a fucking
They just completely cut him off for that Happy Dad commercial. They didn't even like give like an ad read warning or anything. What the fuck? Mid sentence they cut him off for that stupid shit. That's fucking nuts.
It's so political, bro.
bro. When you hit me up yesterday, you're like, I'm going to meet liquor companies.
Yeah,
You gotta kind of kiss the ring a little
you
bit.
have to, bro.
Then you can't even
You gotta
get in-
shake hands,
Yep.
fucking kiss babies and shit.
You could have millions of people who you know ride for you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter unless you go.
Make-
You know what I mean by that?
How so?
Like, right now there's no rated R comedies. I'm gonna make a rated R comedy, and it's gonna fucking make $250,000 at the box or $250 million at the box office. And after that, every studio is gonna go, it's time to make rated R comedies. It's okay. Let the floodgates out. We could actually do it now. Right now, everybody's terrified because they're worried they're gonna lose their job. The financial system, the powers that be.
That's facts.
That's what happened to Portnoy. Portnoy was doing all that fucking gambling, not even gambling. What was it? He was doing the day trader or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, Davey Day Trader.
And all of a sudden, it was.
He stopped.
Well, I don't know if he stopped, but I know that they tried to make that
Wonder what they cut
motherfucker
out there.
radioactive, and there were articles coming out in the Business Insider
I
about
wonder what you cut out there.
Me Too shit. Like you've never heard anything before that. He goes and fucks
Weird.
with the stock market, and then literally Business Insider. Why would Business Insider be publishing articles?
Bro, I don't.
You don't think there's a coincidence
bro?
there?
That shit scares me.
But the thing is, I was abiding by the rules on Steve Will Do It.
It was
I
on
had,
this
I
other
had
page.
0 strikes on Steve Will Do It. Steve Will Do It too. Got
You know
deleted.
what's frustrating? Also, I can imagine being in your shoes, where it's like, you know that you are made an example of, and then people aren't acknowledging
well,
that
there's
it was unfair.
yeah.
At least
people-
let YouTube be like, yeah, we crucified you on purpose. Then you could go to bed.
but it wasn't fair just because like the website that they canceled me for is
Yeah.
allowed on their platform.
Yeah,
So that's why it's really unfair. You're allowed to say, hey, I'm on stake.
yeah.
I'm doing this on stake.
Yeah.
Best website, but God forbid you show the .com.
And then it's over.
it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a few like
Andrew,
gambling
I
sites.
feel bad. I feel like you came at me a little bit there.
Why do you feel bad?
I just feel like you targeted me. Did you or no? Did
Bro,
someone
you
tell you
had
to
it
do that?
coming.
No.
Why did he just like come back with it though? Why did you just like beg for more? Why did you just like why did you say that, my bro? Why would you say that? I feel like you're just like targeting me. What the fuck was that about? He was talking to Steve about something else. He let it the fuck go. So should you.
Oh, I
Why'd you
thought you were
come at me
just being a
for?
little annoying.
How?
I think you're annoying
Really?
a little bit. Yeah.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be like a therapy session.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Are you? I don't know if you're playing a character or you're having like an insecure moment. If you're having a vulnerable, insecure moment, then I want to like
No,
talk
I mean, I'm
about it.
kind of playing something, but what?
Oh, if you're
what,
playing
what did
something-
I say that triggered
Well,
you
no.
to say that?
I think he's so insecure and
Why would he even say that he's It's obvious that he's not. He's not playing a character, I don't think. His feelings seem to be hurt. I think Steve's probably about to say this, but yeah, I think he's just being insecure and he's trying to play it off like it's a character because he's actually hurt. But like again, like what the that's fake though. That's fake. Like even
I think he plays his character. He's so insecure and
Wait,
shy.
what did I say that triggered you?
Do you find it hard to be yourself?
I think
No,
that's it.
that's what I do, bro.
Do you think?
But I get shit on a lot for doing that.
No, you get shit on because of the character you play because you can't be yourself.
It's hard to be around people who are being themselves
But
and
wait,
not
what
be
did
yourself.
what did I do that pissed you off?
I wouldn't say I was pissed off. Why would you say
Or
that?
what did I do
maybe he's playing a character. I don't think it's very far off from his actual personality though.
that annoyed you?
You were the one that came back and said that you felt hurt.
I do feel hurt because I feel like you got pissed off at me.
Well, that's what happens when you have real reactions when you're being phony.
When
When
was I
you're
phony?
phony with somebody
When
and
was
then
I
you get a
phony
real
with you?
reaction, you can't be upset.
When was I phony
But
with
you're
you?
doing exactly what you should do. You should try to get your moments. This is a good moment for you.
Bro, you're crazy. You think I'm doing this for clicks?
Even the way your voice sounds.
Bro, you're crazy. You think I'm doing this for clicks? Yes. Yes, I do. Stupid motherfucker.
When you say it isn't real.
Are you
Do
serious
you think
right
you're
now?
being real?
I'm
Just
asking
try to be
I
you.
mean, I'm supposed to be connected with you as fucking Mish Bukha right now, but like you're coming at me, so I'm curious.
He thinks I'm Jewish.
You are, aren't you?
No.
Oh, shit. No, you're done. Take a lap. Fuck. Go take a lap, bro.
You would do.
Goodness sakes, it's so bad. It's so bad. That one I don't know what to do with. Because like I'm not gonna touch that one with a 10-foot pole, actually.
Do this to your Jewish brother, huh?
Oh, Schulz is gonna make me touch. You would do this to your Jewish brother.
No, never.
Wow.
That we roll like that.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
No, just say how you honestly feel. Don't.
I feel good, bro. I think you're pretty
You don't
funny.
That's fucked up. Now they're all just kind of fucking with him.
feel good. You don't feel good. You feel insecure right now because you think I don't like you.
I do
Why
feel
do you
that
think?
way.
Why do you think I don't like you?
Because you turned on me like probably like an hour 20 into the pod.
And was there anything that maybe you did to change my energy towards you?
Yes.
Or how about this? Do you think that I gave you a fair shot in the beginning?
You did,
Yes.
but I sent a text during the pod, and I think that's when it turned. Is
Right.
that when it turned?
He admitted it. Why lie, dude? You lied 4 times. And then you're saying, when was I dishonest with you? When was I phony with you? You just admitted that you were texting. You said earlier, first it was you were reading a fan question. Then it was, I don't remember what order, but fan question was one of them. And then the other one was you were reading your notes. And now you're admitting that you were texting. But you got so defensive earlier when you were like, well, but like, if I'm reading my notes, like, what's the problem with that? But you just admitted that you sent a text.
Maybe, I don't know. Your line of questioning after that wasn't great. But I do sense that you're playing a bit of a character, and I don't have as much of a tolerance for characters as I do for authenticity.
You don't think I'm being authentic?
I think in certain moments you were, and that kind of like irritates me.
No, he wasn't being authentic. I just pointed out multiple occasions of him lying.
In what? Can you give us an
Especially
example?
if it's antagonistic. If you're playing a character because you're insecure and you're just trying to do your best to like exist in this moment, which is a high stakes moment, that's okay.
But can you give me an example of when you felt that I was playing a character?
I think you need attention. I think you're doing anything you can to get attention. And right now you're making this podcast about you, which is the most boring part of the conversation. We have much more interesting people to discuss whose lives
this
are more
planned or no?
fascinating.
No.
Oh, fuck. I don't ever want to do a podcast again, straight up.
Even that doesn't sound.
You gotta get some tougher skin, bro. You really do. Because, like, yeah, this sucks, but, like, this is gonna ruin your whole career? No. If anything, like Andrew said, it gives you attention, which is what you want. So,
Unreal.
You might have just retired him.
No, straight
No,
up.
I think
Why the
you
fuck would
should.
I ever do this shit again?
No,
Straight
you'd
up.
never walk away from that.
I honestly can't tell if you're playing a character or not. And I think that that's a real problem. I think it's a real
How
like,
do I know that you're not playing a
socializing
character
problem.
right now?
You don't. You just have to decide if you do. The fact that you're upset makes me feel like you don't think I am.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for hurting myself.
fucking mind melted. Fucking get wrecked, honestly. I didn't know. Well, I did know. Andrew Schulz is a really intelligent guy. Schulz is really, really intelligent. You can even tell just from his stand-up, but like this shows like how intelligent he really is, especially in comparison to Steiny.
Self-esteem and probably keeping me inside tonight. Hope you have a great night.
Even that's not real.
Yeah,
So
like,
real.
You're going out tonight.
You
for
act
sure.
like I'm not
Like,
going
you're
out.
gonna
Yeah,
fucking-
you're gonna party. It's okay, man.
Oh my god.
You're new to this, right?
How long you been doing this?
Entertainment. A while. I think you're a smart
Don't
dude.
get shows going, bro.
No, I want to get him
I
going.
do
You're gonna
think,
get- you're
I
gonna
do
get
think you're a
dusted.
smart guy.
Okay.
I do think you're a smart dude.
Sure.
I genuinely mean that.
Okay.
I think that you.
But what makes you
wanna-
think that I'm trying to do this for myself? Because I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
we can
we're,
take this
we're
out.
all doing this for some sort of self-benefit. That's why we're talking
Sure,
on
but
microphones,
I do this 'cause I
recording
actually
it, and
enjoy
then
it.
putting it on YouTube.
I do this because I enjoy it, though.
You didn't say that two things can be true, right?
Yeah.
You do this because you enjoy it. You also do this because you make money. You also do it because you get clout. You also do it because you get to express your opinions.
Sure.
Multiple things can be true.
Okay.
Right? So one thing doesn't override the other.
Sure.
What I'm saying is that if you
Yeah, like, why does he keep pressing it? Like his voice said, like, don't push Schulz. Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep pressing the issue? Do you want him to fucking eviscerate you? Because now it seems like, now I agree with him wholeheartedly. I always did, but, like, now it feels like his point is substantiated that you're doing this for attention because you keep bringing it back up. And you keep directing the conversation towards that and towards you. So,
were being your truest, purest, most authentic self, I think you would have behaved differently in the podcast and you would have got a different behavior from me. I'm not out here to bully someone who feels like insecure. Like, I think that's the worst thing ever. I think that if somebody feels insecure and they're pretending to be something they're not, you know, that's what it is. But I think you need to find yourself a little, man.
I'm just trying to figure out where this took this turn.
We're still talking about you.
No, but where did this take this turn? We don't even have to have the mics on, bro.
Well, how about this? I mean,
he literally just said, we're still talking about you. Like, you're supposed to be interviewing, like, you're supposed to be interviewing him. I don't get it. He's just not very good at his job. I mean, and that's obvious, but, like, you can still, even if you're not, you can still prepare to a level where it's not this bad. You didn't prepare at all. That's completely disrespectful, and that's why he's upset. And you also just don't care, and you were uninterested, and you were texting, and you just didn't fucking care. You took time out of his day to be there.
and everyone's fucking screaming. We gotta go.
I think we
Your
got to
guys-
wap
our
up. I
guys.
think we got to wrap
But
up.
I mean, I personally had fun. I don't know if you did, but I
Respect,
appreciate.
respect, my man.
I mean, we
In fact,
appreciate Andrew
I'm
coming
really
through. You're the
impressed with
fucking man, bro.
what you guys have done. I'm being this sincerely. Like, genuinely impressed.
Thank you, bro.
Like,
You're a fucking legend.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Thank
doing
you
that.
guys very
Well,
much.
I
watch
think we
this
got it, Steve, if you
special
want.
on YouTube.
Steve, I think we
If you
gotta
like-
make time.
thank you.
Andrew's doing
You need that, man.
Thank you so much.
You got a
Steve,
really
Andrew's
cool
doing
quality.
Thank you.
And what you're building is fucking, you're sharp, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
You're
it.
sharp, dude.
Thank you.
It is cool to see that. Yeah, you're
What's good
sharp.
with the live stream Saturday? He's doing a live stream Saturday.
Yeah, why don't you
I
guys come by
I think we
that?
got to make time now. I mean, we got to.
We'd love to.
We got to make
And
it
bring
for-
Steiny.
Should we?
Yeah.
Is he still invited?
Listen, there's nothing.
Why don't we continue the rehab session
Listen,
on the
Steiny,
live?
there's nothing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
About me, I got
Do
therapy
you
from
wanna come?
fucking
Do you
10
wanna
a.m. to
come?
6 p.m. I got therapy. So what you just did to me.
He's cute. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. And then we're going to bounce 100%.
What a cutie, he says.
100%.
Oh,
Absolutely.
shit.
But no,
All right.
I'd love to have you guys there if you want to do it, man.
We got to figure out a time, Sammy. Now
We'll make it happen.
This is awesome.
What?
Yeah,
Another Saturday?
thank you, man.
You're the fucking man.
Oh, it's
amazing.
Friday now.
I'm going to message you guys.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, that about wraps it for me, too. Yeah, that about wraps it for me, too. Thank you guys for watching, if anybody did. Click the buttons, subscribe to the bell, ring the like, you know what to do. If you want to, you have autonomy, it's up to you. But, yeah, you have autonomy, it's up to you. Ring the buttons. Bye.